Today I want to show you how we getting audio files into the sequencer of the Korg Kronos 3. The very first thing I do is go into disk mode, and when I go to drive select down here, my USB stick is already inserted and I have prepared two files. I go to utility, click on one, then on multiple select, then I select the other one. With multiple select you can select several files. I click on the arrow at the top right, then on copy, and then down here I select the hard drive or SSD again. From the Kronos, then I click on paste and it copies both files over first. In the next step, I remove the USB stick. If you like the video, I would really appreciate a like. It helps the algorithm. And if you want to support me for free, feel free to hit the subscribe button. That also helps me out. And there's also the channel membership where you get benefits for the online shop and also get early access to videos on a regular basis. And exclusive content that no one else gets to see, at least not for 2 or 3 years. I would really appreciate that as well. Now let's go into sequencer mode. This is the sequencer mode. You see, if I switch to combination mode, it looks pretty similar. That's because here, just like in combination mode, I can use all my sounds. For example, if I've already programmed a finished combination for a song, I could also, up here on the right, click on the arrow, then click on copy from combi, then I can choose a combination. And then it copies all the sounds effects, whatever I select here, over into the song. But we're not going to do that today. Now we'll go to track edit, and here we see our file overview, or rather our track overview. Up here I can use 16 MIDI tracks, 1 MIDI master track and 16 audio tracks. That means the Kronos can use a total of 32 tracks. I've already selected the first track in the audio file section here, and now I can click on the right arrow at the top. On the right, on the arrow in the top right corner. If I haven't selected a track, the menu looks a bit different. Now I click on audio event edit, then here on track end, and then on insert. By the way, this window only refers to the current song. If I click on insert now, I enter a new window. Here I can see all the audio files that I can use for the sequencer, and that's regardless of whether I'm in song 000, 001 or any other. Right now everything here is empty. I click on the song at the top 1, or rather, I click on region number 1, then on import, and can then choose something. To do that, I now click here on Bella Napoli backing, then on OK. I could also listen to it beforehand if I wanted to, here via play, then OK, and then it imports it. It now imports it as 2 mono tracks. So I have one for the left and one for the right, and because I don't want to do this again later, I'll click here now and also import the click track. That would be this one here. You can see now it has immediately created a new region here, and it has taken the stereo track, 44 megabytes, and split it into two 22 megabyte tracks, one for the left and one for the right. Now it's importing the click track. Since I usually always use the click in mono, I would now go on to this one here, and I would say clear. With that, it's gone, and now I have my 3 audio files in the click. Now first here on the first one, because I was just on the first track, and I click OK. Now it's up here, I click on done again, and now it's in there. If we now go ahead and click on track 2, we go up here again, audio event, to track end, insert. And now I already have them in here. I take this one because I want stereo. If you don't want stereo, then of course you only need to import one. And we'll put the click on the 3rd track. That was just like we did before. Track end, insert, select the click, okay, and then if I now press play down in the sequencer area, which is next to the tempo knob, it starts playing. I'll press stop now, but now all signals are coming out of the main out, that is from L, mono and R. Of course, I don't want that. I want the click to go out through a different output. How do we do that? We go down here to IFX and then we see media routing and audio routing at the bottom. I want audio routing because it's an audio file. Then I click on the 3rd track here because I know that's where I put the click. You can see it here now, it's shown up here at the top. Then I click on this arrow and then I can choose where the signal goes through. So whether it goes through an effect, an IFX, or out of an output. Normally I do it so that I send the click to an output. I assign it to 3 to 4. Why 3 to 4? It's mono after all. 3 goes to FH, so the whole band can have it if they want, or for intros or whatever else. And 4 goes directly to our drummer, so we have a direct connection in case something doesn't work at the monitor desk, or the sound engineer makes a mistake, or the volume levels aren't right. So if I press play again now, we can't hear the click anymore. That's because it's now going out through the other output. That's basically all there is to it. Now I'm here in my MIDI program mixer, and if I go into the audio mixer, I can adjust the volume of the individual audio tracks here. What we still need to do now is go into disk mode, go to save, then click up here on the top right and select Save Sequencer. New file. I'll just call it Bella for orientation purposes. Okay, and now it's saving it. And we get what's called a .sng file. You can see it there, exactly. And along with the .sng file, it also created a folder called Bella A. That means when you use sequencer mode, there are always two things involved. The folder Bella A, or whatever it's called, and the SNG file. Now there's another drawback with the Kronos. This SNG file can't be loaded automatically at startup. You always have to load it manually. That means once I've booted it up, I click here on Load. Then it asks me if I want to clear the sequencer memory, since I already have something in there, or append. Append means it adds it on. If I want to load multiple song files and don't want to delete anything, I would have to click on Append here. And if I click on Clear and then OK, it will now load the song files in. And that's all there is to it. That's how easily you can get audio files and the song file into the sequencer collection. Now you just need to connect the audio outs as we just discussed, and that's all there is to it.